So, absolutely welcome, actors. And today we're working on creating unforgettable characters. And who doesn't want to do that?
Exactly. But you can't be unforgettable if you're only playing what's on the page. But you don't want to create something that just doesn't work, that's not faithful to the script, do you? So what do you do?
Well, today we're going to show you one simple, powerful way to add depth to your work and why that one skill separates actors we fall in love with from actors who just hear thanks for that from casting.
Yeah, nobody likes that. Stella Adler said that your talent is your imagination, not your memory. And she was right. Most actors find emotion by digging around in their pain and their past and trying to bring that to the scene. But your past can be really good information to help you understand the experience you're having. But unless the writer was documenting your life, it's not the same. So your work, although it will be emotional, it can seem kind of muddy, and that's not castable. But great actors create a fascinating world using the text, and their imagination.
Yeah, absolutely. And most actors are taught to replay old memories, right? Trying to feel something that isn't really right for the scene. And sometimes you can reach it, but sometimes nothing, right? Because you've maybe healed from that experience and the emotion just isn't there. So that's unreliable. And when the scene ends, you're exhausted and frustrated because you were acting from the past, not imagining the present. This is why you can work for years, take class after class after class, and still not feel like you're breaking through. You're not missing talent. You're missing training your imagination.
That is right, Donna-Marie. Hey, I'm KC. I'm your acting and audition coach. I live in a little cabin on a farm in the woods with 3 cats, 2 dogs, and 100 chickens.
And I'm Donna-Marie. I'm your mindset and visualization coach here at Screen Acting School. When I'm not traveling the world, I'm in the city. I love dance, the buzz of the city. Paris is my fave, and really, really great coffee. So, together, we coach actors who go from absolute beginners to walking the red carpets at the Emmys, the Golden Globes, even the Oscars. So, if you like the work that we do here, hit subscribe so that you don't miss a thing.
Yeah. So, actors who rely on memory play small. But actors who use their imagination create really unforgettable performances. So, today we're going to work with you on one very simple technique that will unlock your imagination fast. It's really simple, and you can do it anywhere. You can do it on the bus, you can do it on a plane. And once you see how powerful it is, you'll never go back to trying to feel that, that feeling, trying to feel it again. Actors need to use their imaginations to build full lives for their characters, full lives. It's okay to use your own experience, but it's kind of lazy and it's not going to bring you great work. So grab your water and your notebook and your pen. We're about to build a world. Well, actually, we're about to build more than one.
Absolutely.
I
What
think somebody's sound is on, Donna Marie.
I've turned it off.
You did? Oh, thank you.
So this month in Audition Plus, we're working on the Herald archetype, right? So they're the ones who bring the life-changing news to the main character. Like, here comes the adventure. Or as an our character, Quinn, I've got bad news. And it's worse than you think.
Yeah. And in our scene, you're in a kitchen. So our character, remember this part, okay? Our character is arrogant, smart, and dangerous.
Yeah, arrogant, smart, and dangerous. Okay. So you look at the objects in the room, but you're detached, just observing. And it's unnerving to watch someone look at things without judgment.
Especially if you know they're dangerous. And Quinn is dangerous.
Yeah. So now let's change the setting completely, shall we? See how you'd behave if you were somewhere else under different circumstances. So you're still the same person, you're still Quinn, you're still arrogant, smart, and dangerous, just in a different room at a different time.
And instead of delivering life changing news to the character in our scene, we're seeing you in other parts of your life under other circumstances. So let's say Quinn, so that would be you, wants revenge on an old lover. So you show up at their new office. It's one of those floor to ceiling windows kind of offices. It's overlooking Central Park, and everything is just too perfect. It's a sleek furniture. You can see champagne bottles in the corner of the room. There's like a silver balloon dangling, like that's dangling on the chair, and then it says congratulations. Ugh. And the room smells expensive. You know that overpriced diffuser? You walk into the room and it's like, oh, that smells like money. There are cards lined up on the desk, and there's all this elegant handwriting. You did it. We're so proud of you. To new beginnings. And then you touch one, just to feel the paper. And then there's their coffee cup, and it's still warm. And their jacket is draped over the chair like they just stepped out to take a call. And then you see it, the photo. It's them smiling with someone new. And it's the kind of smile you remember them giving you. So they not only got your promotion, they got a new love in their life. And that's when the air changes. You can sort of feel your own pulse. Boom, 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 boom. And the jealousy is just alive. It's like you can feel it like static. And everything you lost is sitting there right in front of you, polished, rewarded, celebrated. Now stay in that world. You don't act, you just breathe it in, you just feel it. Everything in the city outside is glittering. Their name is on the door, but all you have left is what you imagine doing next. So, what was that like for you?
Yeah. What was that like for you? Maybe what did you imagine?
How did you feel when we created that world? Anybody?
You felt small, Nolan said.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's an interesting mixture of feelings, Levi said. Yeah. Trying to get away, said Colin. Linda said, I felt angry. Angry and sad, said Chloe. Ultimate betrayal, said Maura. Envious and stuck, said
Yes. Motivated, Hans. Yes. So
upset,
good.
sad, resentful, betrayed, forgotten, says Jeff. Yeah, absolutely. Levi says it's sitting in my chest. Brian
Yeah.
says familiar. Yeah. Disheartened, says Josh. Lost, says Malcolm. Burning in my chest, says Kyla. A luxurious feeling, says Justin.
Being in the fancy room.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. So you've created that world in your imagination. Ashley says the feeling when you think everyone is looking at you and judging.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah.
This says
Vengeful,
vengeful.
even though you're not that way.
Life. Yeah. Envious, says JC.
Yep.
Hey.
Yeah. All of that makes sense.
It really does. Now let's imagine for a minute, okay? Let's imagine it's not about revenge. We're going to change things up a little bit. You've been betrayed, your heart shattered, your pride is hanging by a thread, but now you're not at their office anymore. Now you're in a grand ballroom. The chandeliers reflect off champagne glasses and polished shoes, and your ex is in the center of it all, laughing, adored, lit up like a movie star. People orbit them, touching their arm, whispering their name, basking in their presence. And you stand at the edge of the room, half in shadow, No one sees you, or worse, they do, and they look away. You feel so lonely. Now your arrogance slides in like armor. You can't handle feeling so alone. So you straighten your shoulders, smile, pretending you belong, pretending you don't care. But inside, you're breaking. Take a moment there. What was that like for you?
I don't know what it was like for everyone, but I can see some people have this look on their face, that a little bit of like pain, a little bit of like, fuck you.
Mm. Yeah.
Time to take them down. Grief. It
It
almost
hurts.
itches. Oh, I like that.
Chloe says it hurts, but I won't let anyone see.
Yeah.
This is a realization. Steve says vulnerable. Yeah.
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 Trembling. Oh, imposter syndrome. Oh, yeah, yeah. That's really good. That's what you want to have in that. If we're building that scenario for you.
Gloria says I felt looked over, rejected, and alone.
Yeah.
Yeah, but trying not to let it rule over me. Exposed, says Maura. Shelley says my stomach was tense. Yeah.
Okay. So
Lisa.
we're building very slowly building why your character is arrogant. How
Mhm.
he is arrogant.
Yeah.
The face for the crowd and cry alone.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Elena. Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get it.
Chaos before the storm, holding back forcibly and that ache in your throat. Ooh, I love that physical. I love, as you, those of you who coach with us know, the physical is everything.
Hmm.
Barbed wire. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So now I want you to imagine it's not about defending yourself. It's not about feeling alone. It's not about revenge. You're walking through Central Park and it's Christmas time. It's the holidays. It's snowy and it's beautiful. And you're walking with friends. And you know when the air is sharp like that, when it's really cold out and it kind of glitters, everything kind of glitters with cold. And there's strings of lights draping through the trees, and your friends are laughing, and you're laughing, and your breath is fogging in the air. And you think, maybe finally I'm okay. And you feel like you might be over your ex. And then you see them, and they're walking hand in hand with someone new. And your friends look at you with pity. The worst. And now your arrogance is all about rejecting that pity and about showing that you're worth something. So all of these scenes are about establishing that arrogance, this quality that this character has been developed as part of their personality from the things that have happened in these different scenarios. And all of this can back up Quinn's behavior in the scene that we're having in Audition Plus, that we're working on in Audition Plus. So
Yeah.
you're creating worlds.
Yeah. And I hope that makes sense. And I want to chat a little bit about bringing your senses into each moment. And I want you to think about this, okay? Did you hear the buzzing of the lights in our first scene in the quiet office? Feel free to type it in. Did you smell the perfume that the women were wearing in the ballroom? Or maybe something else arose for you. Did you feel the sharpness of the winter, that cold on your skin? Yeah, Kara says I did an unconscious head toss to adjust to be cool and look at what you missed out on. Chloe says I smelled things and saw things specific to the locations.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Wonderful. The breath of the cold air, says Colin. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Daniel says, I felt the cold air burn my nose while breathing in. Yes, yes. Yeah, absolutely. Elena says, when I was in Central Park, the Home Alone theme was playing. Yeah, yeah, I love that. I love that because I'm too British to know anything else. Well, I love Home Alone also, Elena. Yes, wonderful. Wonderful.
when when you're doing this, you're imagining a life for the character, right? So that's giving that character more depth. And when you bring the sensory stuff in, it's
It's
just that much better.
yeah, so powerful.
Oh, Brian, that is poetic. Did you see that, Donna-Marie?
I didn't. The cut of the wind, like the stab of loss. Yeah. Yeah. And Shelley says, laughing so hard, the cold air burns my lungs, but it's a great feeling.
And Yankee says I can feel the frost on my eyelashes. Anybody who's been out at 40 below.
Yeah, absolutely. And in Audition Plus, this is what we do, right? We help you develop your imagination through sensory work, given circumstances and archetypes. So now you're not just living the moment in the kitchen that you audition for, right? You're a character with a full life.
And we know all of this, right? All of these ideas come from the text and the breakdown. So you can extrapolate from that and you can have an understanding of Quinn as a human being.
Yeah, and that's what we're working on this week in Audition Plus. So here's the mindset piece, okay? And I want you to hear this because most actors think imagination is child's play, but it's not. It's neuroscience, you guys. When you vividly imagine something, your brain fires the same neurons as if it were real. You're literally building new neural pathways. So your brain can't tell the difference between what's going on out there and what's going on in here. So that means imagination, it's practice. It's not pretend, it's preparation. So next time that your brain says, I can't feel it, you answer back, I don't need to feel it. I can create it. And that's growth mindset. That's power. That's what rewires fear into fuel.
Does this make sense to everyone?
Yeah, wonderful. Imagination is powerful, says Jess.
Yeah.
Jess, sorry, absolutely. And Elena says, yeah, wonderful, you guys.
Oh,
Wonderful.
this is lovely.
Don't
Yay.
feel it, create it. Absolutely. Mhm.
Yeah. Imagination is like magic. Imagination is magic. It is.
Abs-
Absolutely is. I love it so much.
Me
But
too.
let us look deeper because when you're an artist, you're not recreating a life. So it's not you just going into your world, your own world. The moment you shifted that world, you're inventing something. You're inventing something. Of course there are influences in your life that help you invent it. But this is something that you are inventing yourself, a rooftop instead of a kitchen, betrayal instead of loss. Pew! Your imagination wakes up. And then your scene becomes dangerous, alive, because you're not playing what you know. You're starting to play with what you discover. And that's how you go from being an actor who's like reading the lines to an actor who's creating this universe.
Hmm.
And we do that every week inside of Audition Plus. We teach imagination like it's a muscle. Because the truth is, imagination isn't something you have, it's something you develop, it's something you train. And you learned, I mean, of course, you have one, but most of us leave it alone and act like I said earlier, like it's child's play. Or did you say that, Don Marie, or did I? I'm not sure. But
I think I did, but yeah.
did you? Yeah. Well, I'm stealing your line. But when you do this, when you develop your imagination, everything is deeper and richer, right? You see things more deeply, you smell things, you react more deeply, faster. And when you do, you're going to book faster too, because you're creating an audition where you're living in the world. You're already living in the world.
Yeah. And if you train this way, your imagination stops being fragile. Okay. You get to walk in confident, creative, and connected. You become the actor that casting directors can't forget, the one that directors trust with a close up because you create life on cue. And if you don't, well, the years slip by. You keep getting like good notes, but no bookings. You scroll through Instagram, watching roles go to people that you're just as talented as, maybe more so. But they built the imaginative muscle that you never trained. And that's the real heartbreak.
You know, we always say you're one audition away from a life-changing booking. And Donna-Marie always talks about belief. You've got to believe that. You've got to believe it so that you can work towards it by developing your skills. And this one skill, your imagination, is where it all starts. Thank you for all the hearts. That's really sweet.
Yeah. I'm seeing them all too. It's wonderful.
If today is lighting you up, then just like don't let it fade. Develop your imagination. Do this work. This is very exciting. I'm glad that everybody liked this one because I wasn't sure how it was going to go over. Sometimes people think it's a bit silly, but it really is important to develop your imagination and your mind for both what Donna-Marie does and for what I do.
Mhm.
And I saw somebody, Chloe, saying that, oh, Kara, that's so great. I saw Chloe saying that she wants to sign up at the end of the week, and that's great. Chloe, I don't know if you've filled out your application yet. Did we see Chloe's application? I'm not sure.
I'm not sure, but
Okay, well, we're going to put the link in. So when you fill out the form, Chloe, don't hold back at all. Tell us everything. Sorry, I'm losing my voice. I was just watching my son's soccer game online and I was yelling at the computer. Well, anyway, don't hold back. We want to know you. We want to know who you are.
yeah, and we are selective about who we coach, right? But as Casey said, if today has lit up something in you, don't let it fade. Fill out that screen test. I'm going to pop the link in for you right now. And if you want it, go ahead, copy and paste it now because it will disappear at at the end of this recording. Okay, and remember, as Casey said, we want to know who you are. We won't laugh at your dream. It
No.
is real to us. It matters. Okay. We want to coach actors who are passionate and dedicated. So tell us your story. Tell us your story and join us. You know what? We'll help you train the imagination that books roles, builds confidence, and turns, I hope I can, into I did it. And
Yeah,
that's what matters.
Donna-Marie, I just saw that Allie got a call back. It's so good.
So
Yay.
wonderful, Allie. It's so wonderful. And I'm going to say a little something, brag about our clients here. Congratulations, Allie, on the callback. I know we have Colin here. I'm not sure what I can say, so I'm not going to say the project, but I know Colin just got an availability check. It is wonderful. You guys are killing it. You're
And so
pushing
did Michael.
people. And so did Michael. Yes. So it is awesome. It is awesome. So great job, you guys. And we're excited for you all. You're
Yeah. And also, we didn't mention this, but Chemo just did a commercial. Like it's just back to back to back. And
yeah.
believe we're trying to get the congratulations out, but there are so many. And also a whole bunch of people just got agents too. So
And Lori, I just saw is here. Congratulations, Lori, on your new agent. And I don't know if Becca's here, but Becca, we saw your new headshots and wonderful. We were so
oh,
impressed. Such a difference. So great job. You guys are killing it. And congratulations. And I think I'm going to pop that link in one more time, Casey. And then I think I'm going to say that's probably a wrap for us. What do you think?
I think it is.
I
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, wonderful.
So
Congrats.
soon, says Malcolm. Oh, so sweet.
You're so welcome, everyone. You're so welcome. Have a wonderful rest of your Tuesday, and we will see you all on screen. Bye.